Hey everybody, it's Maya, and today we are going to be unboxing and trying on my August Ipsy box / Boxycharm. I mentioned in my last Ipsy video, Ipsy and Boxycharm have now collabed. So technically it's called my Boxycharm run by Ipsy. I'm not going to say Boxycharm. I'm just going to say Ipsy box. Here it is. Cute, beautiful box. I already opened it and used everything in here yesterday before work because I wanted to use something new for work. So I already used the products, but I want to talk about them and use them on camera with you guys. So let's just get into it. So they send you 5 products a month for around $32. I believe the price went up slightly, maybe $34. So I always do add-ons. So I have about 7 products in here. So let's unbox this all and then we'll put it on our faces. First product in here is this Ace Beauty Effortless Radiance Loose Setting Powder in the shade Fair. I did use this yesterday. It's just your typical loose powder in the shade Fair. I was actually really happy they picked this one out for me. So they do pick out 2 products and you pick out the other 3. They picked this one for me and I was so happy because I just ran out of my loose powders and I just purchased one from Kimchi Beauty, which should be coming in today. However, this one came first, so I've been using it. I like it, but we will put it on later. Next product that they picked out for me is this Ciate London Brazilian Glow Eye and Face Palette, and I really love this. I love Ciate London. They have really amazing makeup, and it is just your typical eye and face palette, and I'm pretty sure this is in a specific shade. It has to be right. Brazilian Glow, I'm assuming that's the shade. This is definitely for lighter skin tones because these are the highlighters right here. You have the bronzer shade, a blush, and then this is for your eyes. Honestly, the whole thing I would use on my eyes. I'm not limited to just those 3 eyeshadows, but I really enjoyed this and I cannot wait to get it on my face and show you guys. But Ciate London always comes in clutch with their makeup. And I also did my nails, if you couldn't tell. They're Hello Kitty inspired. So cute to match my shirt. This product in here, I actually did not use this one yet. It is Elena Badro. And it is a lip liner in the shade Pink Cupcake. I don't know, I like lip liners that look like this and you can like twist it up. So let's give it a nice little swatch. Sorry, it's out of focus. Ooh, very pretty. I expected this to be more like pink like my nails, but it's more like a rosy pink shade, a shade that I definitely own already, but also love. I love shades like this. It's not smudging at all, but it is slightly fading, so I don't think it's going to be the most long wearing lip liner that I own. A lot of them, you swatch them and they don't budge at all. This one is just fading, which is better than smudging. So I can't wait to get this on the lips. I'm gonna do a pink look today. Next product in here, I was so happy to receive this. It's the Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the Latte or Stick Blush in the shade Latte. Very pretty blush shade. I think it matches the, does this roll up? Yeah, it does roll up. This matches the liner really well. Beautiful rosy pink blush. Oh, I used this yesterday. Very cute formula. And on the other side is one of these little hard brushes that they usually put on like cream contour products. So I don't really use these brushes all that much because they're really hard, but I will use it in this video, and if it doesn't go well, we'll switch to a different brush. And then the last product that they had picked for me is this little perfume roll-on. It is Gloss Modern Rose Bulgare Ultime or Ultim. Don't know. It's just a little, it looks little, but this is a roll-on perfume. So you take this off and it's a little roller ball. It smells like fresh roses mixed with just other florals. When I first smelled it, I was like, okay, I like it. But then I wore it. It's very strong. So if you like florals, you will definitely love this perfume oil. For me, I love florals. I literally love wearing floral makeup or floral perfume, That one just smells a little bit too strong for me. I wish it was a little bit more subtle. So it literally takes over. Like, it's so freaking strong. And I'm not trying to smell strong like an old lady. But yeah, and then the last two products, I picked them out. So I had to go with this. It's the Juliet Has a Gun perfume in the scent Vanilla Vibes. I love the original Juliet Has a Gun perfume, just like the classic one. This one is in vanilla, and it literally smells like vanilla. Keep in mind though, this is one spray that I sprayed, so it's kind of like a little bit more than a sample size, but not big enough to be like a travel size. It's like in the middle, whatever that would be. It was only like $3 though. It smells really good. I will say it also is very strong, and the dry down on me, I prefer the dry down way more than the original first spray. It kind of is a mixture of like vanilla with like, I don't know what's in it, but it kind of smells more like men's cologne in a way. Like, if you smell this, you will know what I'm talking about. It's very delicious though, and sugary when you wear it for a few hours. But at first I was like, I don't know if I like it that much, but it grew on me. And the last one, I picked this out. It is Toy Factory Sunset Blush Palette. This just looks gorgeous. Like, it looks like a toy. Look at these blushes. Oh my gosh. I specifically bought this palette for this one and this one. So I had to pick this up. And that is everything that I got in my Ipsy bag. Just gonna prep my skin really quickly with this product I received in my last Ipsy bag. But I love this little vitamin supplement serum. Makes my skin look and feel so smooth and glowy, and it just makes my makeup look better. For primer, this primer really grew on me. If you've been watching my channel, it's the PYT primer, and originally I did not like it all that much, but I've been using it every single day, and my makeup sits beautifully on top of it. I don't know why I originally didn't like it. It's really nice, and that is why I hate doing first impressions, because I'll say I don't like a product and then I just keep it in a drawer, don't use it, and then I revisit it and I'm like, oh, it's actually really great. For foundation, I'm going to be using the Rare Beauty foundation in the shade 180W. This is another foundation that I stopped using for some weird reason. I love this foundation. I stopped using it because I ultimately ran out of my Rare Beauty pore diffusing primer, and that was like the only primer that I trusted for a long time. And so when I ran out of it and I used my Rare Beauty foundations with some other primers that I owned, it wasn't sitting on my skin like how it sat on my skin when I was loving it. It was getting super dry looking, and that's the one thing with the Rare Beauty foundation. If you have dry skin, you really need to prep your skin, because it's a foundation that could go really bad if you're not prepping properly. That's always just been my little tip with it. But if you have a really good primer and you prep your skin, it looks gorgeous. Like, it is seriously so lightweight. My first review of Rare Beauty, I didn't really realize how lightweight this foundation really was until I started using a bunch of other foundations, and I'm like, wow, this truly does feel like nothing on the skin. Keeping the theme up with Ipsy products, I'm gonna go in now with this Fenty Beauty matchstick in the shade Suede. It's a little bit dirty with the cap, but yeah, I'm gonna use this. It's a little bit warm to be like a contour, so I just use it as, you know, a bronzer. This bronzer or matchstick in general is not my favorite product in the world. It does blend out and stuff, but nothing will ever beat the Rare Beauty bronzing stick. That thing melts like butter into your skin. I cannot get over it. Like I said, I don't really realize how great Rare Beauty is until I compare it to products. Like, if I don't use them in a while and then I use them again and I'm like, oh, like, it's actually so amazing. Yeah, I do like this product though. It does blend and it is a nice shade, but it's not as blendable as the Rare Beauty, and that's really the only thing. I feel like it just takes a little bit of extra work. Going in with the Anastasia now, the cream blush in the shade Latte, and oops, I didn't push it back down. But I love this. Like, that shade is so pretty. It just looks so natural and just like a perfect everyday blush shade. And I am using the brush. I don't like that. It did blend it normally, but I just don't like how that feels. It felt very, I don't know. It just felt kind of rough. Like, I don't need to spend that much time blending blush. I do like this though. It's not ripping up any makeup underneath. And the shade, like I said, is just so versatile. It looks very natural and pretty. That blush looks really pretty on the skin. It is super natural, and I'm obviously going to need to apply more blush once I powder, but overall I really like that, and it's really pretty. Usually my new routine has been to do concealer after blush and bronzer, so just sticking with Rare Beauty. I could use my favorite concealer that Ipsy sent me, which is the One Size concealer, but I use that every single day and I want to switch it up and use some Rare Beauty. So I am just using this to reverse contour. I always have put some on my jawline to like carve out the blush and bronzer a little bit more. And then, I don't know, I always put it on my chin just because it's a little bit brightening, and my forehead as well, even though I don't really need it up there. Just feel like if I don't apply it there, then I don't know, I just feel like I'm missing something. And then I had a pimple underneath my lip, and for some reason the past couple of months, I've only had 2 breakouts in the past couple of months, and whenever I have one, it just scars. Like, underneath my lip now is just a pimple scar, and then right here used to be a pimple as well, and also right here, or no, sorry, right here actually, and here I had a pimple, and they just scarred. So I just cover them like they're beauty marks now. This one on my lip pisses me off because it looks like my lip liner is smudged. Like, when I do my lips, I hate it. Like, it just looks like I didn't go in the lines with my lips. And I don't really want to make that a beauty mark because it's a spot that I'm constantly wiping. And like, let's say I eat something and I wipe my mouth and now my beauty mark is all over my face. I don't know, I overthink. Same thing on my nose, reverse contouring. If you just see what that did, like, I still have like the little bronzer across my nose and on the sides, but in the middle it's nice and bright and it looks like a contour. I ran out of my Rare Beauty eyeshadow primer and it's been out of stock, and I don't want to friggin' order it on Sephora. I don't want to pay for shipping when I could just go in store, but every single time I go, it's not there. So for the past couple of months, I have been using concealer, specifically the One Size concealer, and more recently this Rare Beauty concealer on my eyes, and then setting it down with powder, and my eyeshadow lasts literally just as long as an eyeshadow primer. So now we're going to use the Ace Beauty loose powder, and I will say with this powder, it did mattify quite a bit. Let me just talk while I'm applying. So I'm just pressing it on this little powder puff and then on the back of my hand, and yeah, it does mattify nicely and it does smooth out the skin really well. Does it keep me matte all day? No, I don't think any powder really does. However, this one felt like I got a little oily, maybe a little bit faster than previous powders that I've used. I noticed that, so I had to touch up throughout the day, which I don't usually do. Like, I do get oily with any powder that I wear, but this one specifically, it didn't make me more oily, it made me oilier faster than other powders. I do like it though. It is really, really nice. It doesn't add any unnecessary texture. I wish it was a little bit more brightening. Like, I wish I had translucent or like a super brightening shade, but that's okay. That looks really, really good and smooth, and so far I like the powder. I'll have to wear it more because I only wore it the one day. Okay, now let's go into the Ciate London Brazilian Glow face palette. We're gonna go straight in with that bronzer. Very light bronzer shade. It's very pretty though. I do like actually how light it is because I can pick up, you know, a good chunk of it and apply it to the face and not worry about it looking too dark because it's already a super light shade. So I do really like this. At first I thought the bronzer was a little bit too light, but then I was like, well, it's fine because most bronzers I build up slowly anyway. This one I don't even have to do that because it comes off so easily. Going over my nose again, and look how pretty. Very nice, pretty glow. I will not be using the little blush because I have that little blush palette. So let's use that really quickly. So cute. I'm gonna pick up this pale pink shade. It's in this shade Morning. Yeah, Morning. Let's apply her right here. Very, very cute. Nice and bubblegum pink. So now I'm going to use this little deeper shade. It's in the shade Coast or Cost. I don't know. And I'm going to apply that to the end for like a little bit of gradient. I love this blush palette. That is so gorgeous. That is the prettiest little gradient blush. How pretty. We got these two to pick from. They said this one right here was a face powder. It's a Sheer Glow Face Perfector, and this right here is the highlight. I kind of like mixing them together though, because this one up here is lighter than the highlight, and mixing it together gives a really, really stunning combination. But yeah, they said it's like a face perfector than a highlight. So they said you could put it all over the face for like a glow, sheer glow everywhere, but I don't need that. I get oily enough. It's gonna do that for me in a few hours anyway. So I don't need to do that, but mixing them together gives a really, really pretty subtle glow. And then I'm gonna take the highlighter and the glow on my finger and bring that down my nose. Using a brush on my nose is okay, but honestly, using my finger always gets the job done. It makes it really pigmented and pretty. Before we move on to eyes, I'm going to take my little eyeliner and just draw over my beauty marks. Literally my favorite step. I do not feel complete unless my beauty marks are drawn on. Let's go into this palette for the eyes now. So I'm going to pick up that first little eyeshadow shade. It's very powdery, so you can tell, but I don't really mind that. If an eyeshadow is really powdery, for me it just means that there's a lot of pigment to it. This is pretty much the identical shade to the bronzer, so I didn't really need this shade in another little box. I could have just dipped into the bronzer if I wanted this in my eyes. So I kind of wish they put a lighter, like a lighter shade in there that I can put in like the inner corner, but it's okay. I don't know if I want to go into these though, because this shade is not light enough to put on my lid, and this shade is also, it's dark but it's not matte. Oof, I think I'm going to go into the blush shade actually and put that on the lid. Ooh, that's really cute. I like that. That was definitely a great idea. You guys didn't check out my last video, my Subtle Beauty review. I am still just so blown away that Subtle Beauty sent me that for free. Like, what? You know, it's my first ever. I mean, Merit Beauty has sent me free makeup before, but not like a PR package. They just had me pick out products from the website. But my first PR package from a Subtle like that was just so cool. Yeah, now I'm going to take that sheer shade on this Rare Beauty eyeshadow brush. I'm going to apply that into the inner corner. I like doing a little bit of a gradient. It's not really picking up. It's very, very sheer. I'm going to take the highlight then and do that. I wish it was a little bit more sparkly and bright, but that's okay. We will just build it up. It's very simple. Because the base is so simple, I don't want to go crazy with the eyes and do something intense. But what I will do is go into this blush palette and pick up that beautiful bubblegum pink shade, and I'm gonna apply that also in the inner. I kind of want a little bit more of a pink vibe going on. And I'm gonna go into that deeper shade, even though even though it is not a matte shade. I do want to use it as eyeliner and see what it's giving. Yeah, that's cute. It is a little bit shimmery, but I do like that. It's a nice subtle brown. It looks nice. I kind of just want to look a little bit more on the natural side today. I don't want to go in with a super intense dark wing. Some days I just feel like the makeup needs to look lighter, and I'll either do no eyeliner or I'll do a very simple light brown winged liner like this, and it just adds that beautiful definition without making me look super intense. I quickly do my brows with my NYX micro brow pencil. This is in the shade brown. It's not my shade. It's a little bit like warm toned, so it does not match my brow hairs, but it does get the job done. I love the brow pen. I just need to get a new one in my shade because I do like the formula and I love how easy it is to fill in the brows. But yeah, if you look too closely, you can see it's a little bit more red toned. That's okay. I'm gonna go in with this Wing Me brow gel that I received in my last Ipsy bag. I really have been enjoying this brow gel for the formula. I do not like the wand because it's very flexible. It is really impossible to like control your brows properly. I'm not going to grab the tube because that's where the product is sitting, so I get all over my fingers. So it's kind of annoying how long it is. It makes me feel like I'm about to put mascara in my brows, but it's really nice and it holds them in place all day. For mascara, I'm using my usual Complex Culture Executive Level 5-in-1 Lengthening Mascara. It is the freaking longest name of my life. I think it's just called the Executive Level Mascara, and then the 5-in-1 Lengthening is underneath it. Like, if you can see this. Super long name. But I received this in an Ipsy bag as well, and I did not use it for a long time after I first received it because I did not like the packaging. I thought that it would be really chunky because the wand was kind of intimidating, but I used it and I fell in love with it, and I have not been able to put it down. While I was waiting for my mascara to dry, I took my clips out and added my little hair accessories for the day. We are literally going all pink because I have my nails, my makeup, and my little clippies. So let's lift these lashes up. I just saw someone on TikTok said this is what they do, and I'm like, damn it, because like they're a bigger creator, and they say that they wait for the mascara to semi-dry and then they go in and they manually curl them with their fingers, and look how much more intense they look, and they actually stay like that all freaking day because it's not 100% dry yet. But I was like, damn it, I've been doing that for years, and I feel like I incorporate that into my videos a lot, but because I'm not a big creator, I'm not going to get credit for it. I didn't make it up. I'm sure people have done it before I've done it, but it's fine. I'm not taking the Elena Badro lip liner in Pink Cupcake. That is like my exact lip color. My camera's about to die. It's like blinking at me. Damn it. Look how beautiful. It's literally my lip color, just making them a little bit more bigger. Gonna top that with the Kaja gloss in Milk Tea. And this is the finished look. My camera is literally blinking at me. I'm so stressed out right now. But look how stunning and glowy I look and pretty. I love Ipsy. They are my favorite subscription ever because I just get all this amazing makeup every month. And I feel so cute with my butterfly earrings and my clips and my background and my shirt. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please like this video and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!